Kodiak client has updated to 1.21.60. So to get it, you can head over to their website, kodiak.best. This is going to be linked down in the description below. It looks a lot like Vape Client's website. Anyways, here you have the option to buy it. I definitely, at least in the beginning, do not recommend to do that. We can head over to this download tab over here and we can get our hands on the free version. I've made a video on the clicker before. Today we're just going to be looking at their Ghost client. You can give the downloaded file a name. I'm just going to call this Kodiak. And then we can click on download over here and the download is automatically going to start. Also, while you're down there in the description, I highly recommend joining my Discord server. As you can see, there is many more clients there, just like this one. So here, as you can see, I've got Minecraft, in this case 1.21.60, but you can also use 1.21.61, it doesn't matter. Both of those versions are basically just interchangeable, really. Anyways, here are my downloads. I have Kodiak.exe. Now, the first time you start it up, I don't actually think you guys can see it now because it's got the stream hide automatically turned on. But basically, it's going to ask you for an email and a password. You can just press on continue. You don't have to enter anything. I do recommend keeping Remember Me on. You only have to enter stuff if you actually buy the paid version, which once again, I don't necessarily recommend. It's then going to starting up. Alright, now here I finally have the option to turn off stream mode. It's turned on by default and it resets every time I start it up, which is quite annoying because that way I literally cannot show you guys what it looks like to open it up for the first time. But as I said, you don't need to enter any account details, just head right in. You can click on continue and just go right through. As you can see, turning this on is going to hide it from you guys, and turning this off, now you can see it again. Oh, and here is a public Kaspersky scan of the file, by the way. So that's cool, right? I remember the first time recording with this, I forgot to turn this off, and I recorded an entirely useless video. Anyways, for right now, I guess I'll just quickly head into a world and show you what this version of Kodiak here is all about. So we have a combat tab first off over here. This has really a large amount of useful things. As you can see, there is an auto clicker, reach, velocity, hitbox, as well as jump reset. Alright, it was a little zoomed in there. This is a little better. Anyways, here inside of Kodiak, as I said, those are the main utilities. Hold on, let me shrink this a little bit. And alright, apparently I've got it opened up twice here. Not sure how that happened, but that's cool. So as I said, here is Kodiak. It's got the auto clicker. The automatic keybind for this has been set to L, so I can just press on L to turn this off and then to turn it on again, not to also search in there. Anyways, pressing on that arrow down is going to bring you to its customization menu. Now, most of these customization menus are going to work in the exact same way. Do keep in mind that first off, Kodiak is a Ghost client. Second off, it is actually an external client as well. So, you know, this is probably not going to directly suit a lot of your needs, but it is a client that's updated to 1.21.60. So, I mean, that's good, I suppose, right? So, because it is a Ghost client, it's going to work a little different than a lot of you are known with. So in the clicks per second range, you can set a range. That's exactly what the client is going to hover in between. For the rest, there's also something known as randomization, which randomizes how it hovers in between that range. And these are basically all measures to prevent anti-cheat detection systems from catching on to this stuff. Yeah, basically that, to be honest. That's why all of these options are here and the like. Although for the rest, it should be pretty self-explanatory. For the rest, we can press on these things and then set a keybind. As you can see, we can set that to L, or probably smart to set that to something else, right? And then as you can see, these menus are all really going to work in really just quite similar ways. Once you understand how one works, you understand how all of them work. For the rest, as you can see, there's also useful descriptions here explaining exactly what all of these utilities are going to do. For the rest in this visuals area, you can choose to hide it from your taskbar, which, I mean, you can turn it on or off, but I don't see it in my taskbar anyways, so not sure what that's about. For the rest, as I said, stream mode, you have name tags as well. You can turn that on or off, and as well as a no hurt cam. In terms of the movement tab, you have auto sprint and timer. Auto sprint is something I definitely recommend to for you to keep on really just always. What it basically does for when you press on W, it's just you're always automatically going to be sprinting. So I mean, that's a massive W, right? There's really no reason not to be using that. Finally, for the rest of the movement tab, there's also a timer. In the utility area, there is a debugger as well as fake lad. fake lag. And then there's a profiles area over here as well. As you can see, this first profile here is paid. To be able to make your own ones, you also need to pay. So I guess that would really be the reason if you want to, but once again, I don't necessarily recommend it. For most of you, this is going to be fine for right now, and then when something like Horion Client releases, you can just switch to that. Anyways, yeah, for right now, that was basically that in terms of Kodiak Client. As I said, it's going to be different than a lot of the clients you guys are probably used to using. Still works pretty well, though. I have encountered actually a few bugs, though, but I assume that those will get fixed at some point, or other clients will update and it won't even matter anymore. Let me know if you're experiencing any issues with the client or the like. For the rest, yeah, thank you ever so much for watching, and I do of course hope to see you again in the next one. Bye bye.